What is the solution in interval notation for the inequality 6z plus 3 less than 3z minus 9 or 5z minus 6 greater than or equal to 2z minus 12? So first of all, I'm just going to go ahead and start with that first inequality there. 6z plus 3 less than 3z minus 9. So you want to get the variables on one side, numbers on the other. So I'm going to start by subtracting 3z to both sides. When I do that, the 3z's will cancel each other on the right-hand side. And I end up with 3z plus 3 less than 9. Now I'm going to go ahead and move that 3 to the other side by subtracting it. And now I have 3z less than negative 12. From here, I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. 3's will cancel out on the left. And what I have remaining, z less than negative 4. The other equation I have there is 5z minus 6 greater than or equal to 2z minus 12. So again, I want the variables on one side, numbers on the other. So I'm going to start by moving the 2z over to the other side. The 2z's will cancel out on the right, and that leaves me with 3z minus 6 greater than or equal to negative 12. From here, I'm going to move that 6 over to the other side. Those will end up canceling. On the left, the 6's cancel on the left, and I have 3z greater than or equal to negative 6. I would divide by 3 on both sides to get rid of that 3 in front of the z, and I end up with z greater than or equal to negative 2. So I have to figure out, how do I write this in interval notation? What is interval notation? And what does it mean that I have two inequalities with an or sign in between them? My teaching assistant Chloe is here to give her latest tips and tricks. When you have a greater than or less than sign, it is called unbounded. And when you are drawing these on a number line, you will use an open circle. In interval notation, you will use parentheses. If you have a greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, it is called bounded. And when you are using it on a number line, you will use a closed circle. In interval notation, you will use brackets. Negative infinity and positive infinity are always unbounded, and you will always use parentheses on those. And when you divide or multiply by a negative number, the inequality sign always flips the other way. When you have two inequalities that are connected by the word and, it is called a conjunction. A conjunction is only true if and only if both of those inequalities are true, meaning the solution will be the part where they have both inequalities are covered. A disjunction is when you have two inequalities that are separated by the word or. You will see that one is going one way, one is going the other way in this example. It is only false if both of them are not true. So if it's over here, your solution's over here, it's true. Your solution is over here, it's true. It's only false if it was in the middle part right here. Now that we know what interval notation is and what or as a disjunction means, let's go ahead and use the number line to help us write this disjunction. So I have z less than negative 4. Since this is a less than sign, it's going to be unbounded and an open circle on negative 4. So let me go ahead, draw an open circle there. And z is less than that, so we will be going to the left. Now on this other one, we have z greater than or equal to negative 2. Since it's greater than or equal to, it is bounded. There will be a closed circle on negative 2. And since z is greater than that, we will be going to the right. Now we can go ahead and write this. We can see that we're going to the left to negative infinity. And then here we are stopping at negative 4. Since it is an open circle on negative 4, it will be a parenthesis. And since negative infinity and positive infinity are always unbounded, there will be a parenthesis here as well. On this one over here, we have negative 2 has a closed circle. Since it's a closed circle at negative 2, it will be a bracket. And we are going all the way to infinity, and infinity always has a parenthesis. So when you are writing these, disjunctions will often have two solutions that you will put with an or in between them.